Hello everyone and welcome back to patch 7.1 Crossroads. My eyes! I think one of the changes they made I can't believe I haven't done this before. Let me in. Oh, they let me in. What in tarnation? My pixels. That's a good one. Sorry for existing. Oh, that's the alliance, right? Hobigo Messenger. Say, aren't you Kazina? This certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Malaj Lodge. Curious happenings abound in We thought one with your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to add us, she waits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza in the building near the two-headed statue. That's what I've been telling people. A lot of people are like, oh no, she went back on what she said. That's the whole point. That's the tragedy of the whole thing, is that she couldn't fight her programming no matter what. Even if a tiniest bit of her that remains wanted to. And yes, she was alive in her own way. So different from synthetics and Mass Effect. It's a pleasure as always, Christina. Have you been able to relax recently? No. I hate life right now. Wonderful. As busy I've been with the right succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliola at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos like Zach. I had the pronunciation down. Is one such way to do so. They're made traditionally laden with fillets and absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, don't worry, broke either will look after you. But isn't Christina alone today, are you? I see, I see. If you have a hankering for tacos and they're on the house, consider a token of gratitude for helping you tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring in your meal as soon as it's ready. Hey, he acknowledged my role request. Still love tacos, eh? I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5 you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? Who the fudge are you? Oh. Oh. As soon as I realized that, I was like, oh crap. No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry, it's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you sat off a salami. Now you're a grown man with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying. It feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had electro. If I needed fire, all I needed to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. A culinarian, you can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. Gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life really is different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking of having joined them since it's settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I didn't mean to overhear, but since you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tiliolo, Valbo Clement? To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. Oh, look at you being proactive. It isn't easy being back in though, but hopefully they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look it is. I was just about to go and find you, because, you know, if you don't mind the company, I could use a bite to something. I got my tacos finally, after 4 months. The tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to, Goose? Wow, it actually... It's gonna be funny if the grinding gears has got to this point, but they haven't done the role quest, because then everyone's gonna make fun of them for not doing the role quest and missing out on dialogue options. Been exploring Terrell with my trusty alpaca. I'm glad that the spitting devil is serving you well, and you're still enjoying seeing the sights. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the house, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems and share them with the world to find the solutions. I've done one such walk right now, and it's magic. I was hoping to find you. Going out outside for something more to discuss with you. I stare at silence. Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once we're finished. God, I love this. That's never gonna get old. I really need to get started on grinding levels. What in the did you steal someone's coffee? Wait, what? Wait, who the hell are you? Oh, I know what that is. I'm not gonna do that. Wait, what? I'm confused. Gold chocobo feather mounts. I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm definitely going for the chocobo. I was so confused. I was like, I haven't dropped chocobo. And I looked at the profile picture, and it's like, it looks like an amber chocobo, like mine. Like my Ari, but it really is a different one. Great, I'm gonna be short 1 feather. Hello. Oh, you're all here too? Valkoana-san summoned us. Though truth be told, Alpha and I had been seeing him quite regularly of the late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hanish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige him. Kryle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tyrell. Y'shtola, meanwhile, is back to researching Crossroads travelers. She was here just a few days ago to get Koana's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to look at the key in your keeping at some point. If the look she had in her eyes is any indication, I suggest you brace yourself when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Koana? Koana. Music. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. Like, say, a dungeon? The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Speen. King Gululja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as Trima Yi Solani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria vault. It was they who put forth a proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. People of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Speen was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians a chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to go, not only to be there for Gululja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You know Speen as well. You knew Speen as well, after all. I mean, I did kill her after all. Because if we roll on her demise, I take it. But we had no choice. We had to stop her from killing countless innocents. But I won't force you to attend the funeral if it makes you feel uncomfortable. But while I represent Tuliolo in an official capacity, I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything. Okay. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Speen was to our people and to others, so let us stand with you. It's decided then. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Gululja in the back room. Oh, I forgot he's actually too young to do ruling all the time. I wonder if this is the new naming scheme they're gonna have, where every single update in this new storyline is gonna be just one word. Though I too would ideally attend the funeral, given the circumstances, I think it is best that Lemon represents us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repairs, which is taking longer than expected. When that work is complete, we will finally look into installing new thermals. To have Father's throne is here still, it makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. Oh shit. Hello, my beautiful Bun Bun. That's the... Oh, I hate it. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of you. Good of you to come. We're expecting large attendance from the funeral. The venue isn't like the whole day everyone wants, but the altar will remain for those who couldn't be present during the ceremony. We ourselves plan to go and pay our respects afterwards. See the invitation ratios. You may have heard we were able to find data of forgotten funeral customs and missed old records. It appears to have been preserved for those who ruled the loss of culture due to the proliferation of regulators. We are grateful for their foresight. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently I've learned about Everkeep systems and mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. I'll need. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you gâteau au chocolat. That's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lemon Tea. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before. So I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's custom to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, would you say? Yes, considering I literally helped make it that way in a paradox. That little knowing nod. Select a ward, damn you. Shale, while we proposed the funeral, the royal administration took on the brunt of the planning. One other number can better explain what the ceremony will entail. Woklama, I'd like to think Papa always said he didn't want a somber funeral, so we celebrated his life together with our victor. I'm sure he would have loved it. I like to think he was watching us from the world beyond, filling his cup every time we filled our own. I thought I'd been in the back room before. There's no time to see the sights. I should like to take a closer look at the equipment, of course. It's great to see Gololja doing so well. He's been through so much, for someone so young. From a group that plotted to undermine the tyrant king from the shadows to one that aids their fellow citizens and noble, Oblivion has come a long way. For the people to take it on themselves to organize and hold a funeral, it speaks to their enduring love for Smee. The flowers are being handed out in Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I'd like to speak with, Gosan. He was apparently Speed's aide, and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Going to government or okay, yeah. Oh wow. Oklama's attendance will surely help strengthen relations between the two nations. I get the strong impression that both Tuliolo and Alexandria wish to push this tragic past behind them. It makes sense that Speed had loyal is such as Gosan, given how much time she dedicated to walking among her own people. While it appears souls are still being issued, supply must be limited now that they're no longer being harvested. The grim faces in the queue tell the tale. Judging from all the activity, I presume that a funeral will be held here. Here he is, Gosan. All correspondence is being handled by the Arena of Reflection, so this is my first time speaking with Gosan. What? You're... I'm Val Volknamoth Tuliolo. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Spain's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I've been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need the regulators for the funeral? I rest assured they are not a requirement. We are aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We have yet to produce enough for everyone, but we'll distribute them as we are able. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Spain. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a beautiful aetherite crystal.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Damn, man. Little jaw. He's so tiny, he has to go on his heels to put them on.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
Oh boy.
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
Uh-oh.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
Crossroads.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
I'm starting to really see why they chose the name Crossroads. You can really see right here especially just how much, well, at a crossroads this country is. Just the old and future traditions, the contradictions of how they used to live, and then everything new, the reality, even being able to remember a departed person. It's all a contradiction to their past life. It's not so easy as just bringing them over to Tuliolo and saying, hey.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
See?
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
Because even if they just go to
True.
Tuliolo, it's not like they're
But with that,
instantly
at
gonna
least,
be able
they're
to
not
integrate
powerless
the
to help.
culture. That's the thing, like, if they feel like there's nothing here and they can go somewhere
What
else,
is it,
sure, that's
Guloja?
fine, but everything's different.
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Gloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Yeah. What's going on here? Why are we looking at that regulator, the black regulator? What's going on here? Exactly. They can leave, but it doesn't just solve everything. Like the first scene we saw, basically, it's I don't know how to work a fire, and I'm a cook. But they don't see a future at all for themselves here. Hey, Guloja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shell searched the system for information on residents, but the only Moonwell job she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. I don't like this. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. If I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. Nod. I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all is well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own console, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. It's very true, Alphino. Assuming neither memories nor records of good old Jaw's mother remain, we might as well cast as wide as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Christina, you can make inquiries outside the outskirts. The rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. I suppose if we find people who were there 30 years ago, there's a chance someone might not know. Especially if she was never integrated into the system. If she wasn't integrated into the system, then she wouldn't have been uploaded to the cloud and been forgotten. That freaked me out for a second. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mammal-Jaw woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zoology. You might have better luck talking to people at the Tonawatan settlement north of FFXIV and a place called Yalawata. The Brazilian son won their loyalty when he saved them from sin presses or another story goes. If I remember correctly, the chief's name is Canelo Alcott. Looking for a Mammal-Jaw woman? Oh, the Little Jaw's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zoology, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us from the outside world, Teral Vijal had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Teral summoned the pottery warriors, and with them confronted and fell police. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Fair skies. Oh! Forgive me, Christina, but I wasn't entirely honest just now. That's the wrong person. Tradition. I'm a Mammal-Jaw woman. The people have never been a common sight around here. Last time I saw would have been just before the dome came down overhead. She was among the entourage of Lion's Guard that was this past year. I assume they all retreated to Liolo after their mission, but if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. So you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we may draw. So Zeraldra brought a retinue of lance guard to Yisalani, along with whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of Tural Vidral, and I believed it safe to say that that was the crisis in Yavatuaya. Yahweh Awata. If some of his troops stuck around for a while, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have gotten trapped inside the dome. We also heard stories about some in Yahweh Awata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zeraldra made regular visits. And if he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. If this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had an occasion to come in contact. It's hard to imagine him being with anyone. I see, but what could Zeraldra have been doing in that village? Nothing good. Everything was dedicated. In order to retrace Zeraldra's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenics. He said approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. Yeah, of course. There's plenty to go, and even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, not people records, that's far more useful. Ow, ow, fucking needle. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were made to Yahweh Awata. Far too large for a mere village. Nothing good happened there. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? Can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all of this out. Each piece of a puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. Anyone who's seen the trailer is not going to be looking forward to this dungeon and whatever it's holding. He would never have done anything out of sentiment. It would have all been for power. What we find there is not going to be good. Even should memories begin to fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson learned in another life. A lesson I learned in another life. We'll be investigating this secret facility in Yahweh Awata. Then. And this time I want you to come along, Galulja. But I want it to be good for his sake. Yahweh Awata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. She's basically a mother to him at this point. She's even teaching him stuff. Wait, what is this? What the hell is this? Wait, what do you mean? Oh. I was like, what the bloody hell is this? From the beginning, I noticed that Queen's Speed was sound was different to ours, but such things didn't matter. What mattered was that she was there for us, laughing when we cried and crying when we cried. Yeah, thank you, Graham. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. Oh, we're doing it now. You're lost. go abreast, but what? Oh! Jesus! That's a fun fight. While His Majesty's Zaralja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast soul into a person's body, safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have yet been made. Yet our king believes there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man, so he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. If we bolster our military might and break through the outside world, if our research will further this ambition, perhaps it is worth pursuing. What? They're zombies? That explains the missing researchers. bodies are fragile vessels. Although infusion of yet another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even with stripped of memories, a frail soul can induce psychological instability on the subject. I suspect this is because primal instincts remain, and while a certain amount of beast out for us is expected and very welcomed, too many such things can lead to physical mutations. For now, our subject shall be to determine a threshold by which bodies are discovered for uncontrolled mutation. Of course he had signs. Oh, it's the, Heaven's Word style from the lines, right? If the source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain frail souls, what if we were to reverse the process? A version, a beast of its memories using a man's soul. Why not try and kill us? source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls. What if we were to reverse the process? By purging a beast or its memories and fusing with a man, so one still possessed of its own memories, we stand to gain absolute control for a vessel of great power. My subordinate who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis will have the honor of being the first to send our mini gremlins, so we must prepare ourselves for extraction at once. What the hell? I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't bad. I really hope he did not infuse the first one on the draw. I really hope he did not do that. What the? So he never even killed it, he just... What a piece of shit. I did not expect that. What the? Oh god, oh god. No! This is how every fight should be in every dungeon, I guess. What in tarnation? It's still breathing? Oh, it is. Vigil. I fucking knew it.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Valley Armanda.
But this one has the soul of a man.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh, this is bad. Oh no, please don't say that's his mother. Please don't say that's his mother. Please don't say that's his mother. Please don't say that's his mother.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Does this mean the commander from the Vanguard facility?
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Landsguard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me.
Found the mother.
You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power, but with no one to rely upon. We must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command.
Teshalja.
But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
Please don't be what I'm thinking.
What do you desire?
Please don't be what I'm thinking.
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet.
Oh no.
But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Oh no. She's obsessed. She's a yandere. Run! Run, Zeralja!
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim.
God damn, dude, he's so fucking cool. You know what? They deserve each other.
Are you all right?
Teshalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubigo women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
But she...
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Te Shalja there.
So if she died...
That's where we're going next, then.
But it wouldn't matter if she died, if the Taral Vajal had her spirit inside of it, because they don't have the regulators anymore for souls. So they wouldn't forget her. I know, Cryo. That you should peer into the Taral Vidral's past. I wonder what that implies for the beast's consciousness while it's sealed away. Not the dangers behind it start sinking in just how unsettling this place is. Hard to believe it used to be a village. It seems Kanaloka was in charge of it. From mere recounting, he's quite dedicated to Zoralja. The villagers are like in monitoring the Taral and President Taral Vidral at Zoralja's behest, and at some point they become involved with the research of souls. Te Shalja, you said it in the voice. I wonder what her story is. She's a yandere. I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. But because there aren't any other Manal woman here, for a long time I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolo and Sasa, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day I hope I can finally see what she actually looked like as well. However, these discern the purpose of the research conducted here. The traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let's take a look around for information as well as wait to the outdoor level. Good, because I wanted to go back and look at the research documents anyways, in case I missed any. I did not mean for that portrait to be like that, but... What happened to the people here? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them? The latter. I think people actually volunteered to their souls for these experiments. Success is far from guaranteed, and even in the best case they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to Zoralja also great? I wonder what backlog would make of this research into transferring souls. The researchers likely moved to the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among their belongings. It makes me angry to think about what they did here. I love this rendition of Heritage Found. fucking blood splatters. Perhaps behind the desk? They're recruiting volunteers for an experiment. I know I'm not as bright as others, and they wouldn't laugh at me if I was struggling alone. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write good, yes? I am good, very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today a bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control. Eat, I must eat. Eater, must eat. Find nothing that resembles verification key. Perhaps you should search this. It could have been in the journal though. Supplies for staff are neatly arranged in the camera. Among the various items in many outline regulations, tracking the gas to be used on emergencies. Dig deeper. Find the verification key. Perhaps it can be used to open the gate. Found the key, great. I'll call in the others. Since the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Let's go. Well, this definitely plays into the Arcadion and like the commander from Vanguard. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valley Commando. All the machinery still appears to be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure the monitoring can continue, even in emergencies. Warnings indicate various anomalies related to Seal's failure. Most likely, for our blessing, we managed to find the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Little John's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. King's authority, of course. It's so cute. There's so much data, I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name to Shalja. Please don't be what I'm thinking. Please don't be what I'm thinking. Brought up a lot of results. They all seem the same thing. Shalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments Research Logs. That sounds good. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it'll take considerable time to go through it all. Let's take it with us to the back room and have Shayla analyze it. Agreed. Get the tombstones! Alright, I'll transfer to the data storage I bought. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. I admit that Terrell Fidral gave me a fright at first, but then I remembered he felt the mighty Valley Garmonda. Here we are. The authorities of doubtless wish to be informed about the facilities of the convents. But first things first, let's deliver the data of Shale. Look at that, Guloj has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alexander might take her around the city. Alexander might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. The mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood, I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Alexander isn't wrong, the mood up there is still good. Some of the Turali remember a time before they depended on the soul system, but even they're unsettled and wonder if they'll have a chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. For good reason too, the journey home will be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that province reaches us in Tuliolo. My brother is doing all he can to see the Zak Turali Railroad restored to operations so people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot would still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for the visit, Colin seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working the data, we could go see the state of it for ourselves. To Shaloni Station then. I'll make sure to keep Colin informed. I mean, that's not the tribe. That's the Hetzero tribe that abandoned Kona, is it? Vow of Resolve and Krizina Luacha the Brute. Krizina Luacha the Boot. What can I do for you? What can I do you for? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Ral and can't make the journey on foot. I see, as it happens, the Vow of Resolve is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Scotchy on his way. Oh! Did our little Bun finally outgrow his clothes? Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire is that of a gleaner, and I've chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You're here about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed. So I felt it was only right to assist with this replacement. Speaking of which, I'm assuming Lemon D has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we use Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. But now we're back on our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the habits of the railroad song. That is the Ronique. Though the Hitsaro that followed them are none too pleased with the Hitso being spooked by the nose of locomotive either. The solution I devised to quieting the railroads should address that complaint, but a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, although panic can be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mount Watson for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hitsaro have to say. They are the ones most affected after all. I believe it would be best by consulting the leader Hawato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hitsaro encampment if you like. Vow of resolve, vow of reason, I bid you welcome to our camp. Board brings you all the way to Mahawatsan. I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matters of Dawntrail Railroad. You two have noted the Ronique's unexpected change of behavior then. My son Shepetto has been looking into the matter. Shepetto? Normally we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything about the quality or quantity of grazing of those places, yet they refuse to keep where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards a railroad. Certainly see no cause for its unseasonal migration. Nonetheless, should they continue west, we will follow. As any true Hitsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hitsaro descent. My parents travel with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. A chance encounter with the kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliolo's markets, and that is where the Dawn Silver found and adopted me. I'd already been in the palace some time when Lemon D came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her the suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. I remember that. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Even if it might help you understand the Ronique's current behavior. As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetsara way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nonetheless see me repeat past mistakes. To refuse to learn one of the country's most treasured traditions would make me a poor town servant indeed. Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetsara culture with me? I should like to approach this with fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am, doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique and we'll have to look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. My knowledge of the culture I was born to is from written accounts alone, and few of them at that. It would be a joy to share our traditions with the new Dawntrails, as we once did with Galul Jaja. The quickest way to learn about our life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you like help. They'd be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later when we share what we've learned. And share what we've learned. Learning the Hetsara way of life, aren't you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your mouth, let me test your powers with the dark shot. I find answers much easier to collate than my life within myself. Our Hetsara provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and sustain our flies. Our fires, what is it? Poop. Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique checks over time, and each have been to our way of life. When there's a need, our Hetsara always provide. Enough for these city folk are squeamish about them, but you can't deny generations of results. I won't ask how you march across the plains and fill a sack with it, only that you can keep it all in line with our customs. That's literally what we did. Through the window, go right through it. Me without my needle and sinew mending kit. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble tents, it's bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Ronique's hide sturdiness making excellent material for clothing and shoes as well. Of the many gifts our Hetsara will bestow, it's the most versatile. I don't know how we would get along without it. I'm afraid I finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't you tell me about a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronique are are our Hetso, our guides that travel we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetsero must also part with half our number. You may think it is strange and stressful and constant, but over the years I have seen us visit new lands and broaden horizons as people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetsero. One more tidbit for you. When the herd splits and we part with our king, we exchange a wish to meet again wheresoever we are guarded. Sepa Ashiz Ahetsaro Neon. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brush should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. Come with a type you're used to and just get lost in a tangle like it's not. Fur brush. A sturdy brush suitable for grooming even the fluffiest of grooming keys. Shepetto sent a Veronique brush with you, did he? I like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. You dutifully brush the Veronique until your arms grow weary for the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though this cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a neat coat of their own. Well done, with less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier to identify injuries should the need arise. I hate your outfit so fucking much. Get the fuck out of my face. You smell of the grass in the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly mistake him for one of us, or at least an adventurous Shinto. I have to wonder how Valkoana is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. He's so happy with himself. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Veronique and ended up rather far afield. I wonder if something is scaring them away from the grounds. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how is your own work? Have you anything to share? Its Hetsero life revolves around the Veronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Veronique are treasured members of the community, as supported as family. I'll go with the first. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of Hetsero, rather than tread man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be, all the same. Mine is not the only way, though at times I like to experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might not be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had the duty to Veronique as they did me, and so I wonder if their leaving behind me was not so selfish to act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on the present concerns. We are in service of the people after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today, and I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetsero are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valkoana. You're welcome among our herd anytime. So, If they're avoiding their usual feeding grounds and heading more towards the railroads, does that mean the railroads is actually keeping away something? Kona appears to love to part from his running companion. Do you get to keep him? I'm so glad this is at night. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzel. They nourish the hit sorrow as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Renique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsero never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original life inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Renique's once favored grazing grounds. What did you find? I knew it. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Renique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though Hetsera was surely put two and two together were that the case geological. I measured the area's aether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. What do you think, Kona? Oh my god. Given where we are, I believe we're dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps given the local fauna's behavior. Not another. I've been thinking of Terrell Vidral, but we just fought one. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a turret Hetzo? Turret Hetzo? Ronique Reavers in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that still Hetzo into the night is another evocative one. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the turret Cero. Turu Hetzo. Their scales are as tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam in the wilds to the northeast, and both herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from its home and pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronique's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that they may return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast silence you no more. Aww. Is it that Chupacabra thing? Powerful creature behaving unusual. Left of its devices may become a Terrell Vidral. We must attend to it ere that happens. The Ronique Reavers must have a hefty set of teeth, but I'm not worried, we fought worse. We must protect the Hetsero, but not the cost of your lives. Please take care of yourselves. I am loath to risk inciting panic lest our fears be unfounded, but I will warn my people to take extra precautions. The Ronic Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. It won't do for us to go running off in search of it. Having made proper preparations, and if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to forewarn us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Trust me when I say I am not gonna die. Of course.
Odura Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety!
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. What?
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronic Reaver.
Ronic.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Alright, we got this music going on.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Ronek.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I see one.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
I don't know, something about it. Come on.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind. There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
These are no match for the likes of us.
What the?
In a panic was clearly an understatement.
88,000. That's
All or nothing, then.
Bro does not let up.
Seems that did the trick.
Go, go, go.
Heavy fodder at least. But
Where's the big guy? What the
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
I was wondering how they...
There! That one there! Not so fast! Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Oh my god, Kona's changed so much.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Bro, when they said 800 though, I didn't realize you could basically fit a Ronek into this whole mess.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Oh shit.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
I need some time to think, will you? It must darkness, and I will find it.
She's an owl again.
Does it flow?
He can analyze it like that?
I've got it! One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and... You're done for!
I would not like to see a trial of this creature.
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Stopping us now! Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me!
to get his ether back.
We must disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
Connor's changed so much though, but he still integrated his technology into defending it. Like, he's understanding how the two can complement each other.
We did it. The Etzo, are they?
I'm surprised he stood in the path like that, though. That was...
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
Wow.
You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Of course.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Oh.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Right. If they know it's in the area, they just avoid the area.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
What? Are you...
I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Does that mean his family...
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe.
Oh no.
Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a Reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast.
I really did not expect this.
Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek.
Oh no.
But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
I teared up a little. We certainly got... To know that heads so safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? So at least I owe to them after all this time. Kruzina, I thank you for standing by me, as a Dawn servant and oft imperfect man beneath the mantle. Now shall we return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the runic strain from the favorite grazing and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a sonic whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether, strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks of instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful to the creatures themselves. Let's return to Shaolin Station and begin working with it. Malika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Duke, please spell something. Good news for the railroad, I take it? So the Renique were avoiding the predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Kona's not too bad himself with that whistle. I guess. Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Songs to build bombs, too.
We're ready to go.
Whoa! She looks as good as new!
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Hey, that guy is back again.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Can I ride? Look, Lamar just being happy.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
Ooh.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
I love her voice. That is amazing.
It's moving away.
I wish we had that in real life.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
a roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
Look, Lama's just so happy.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Wait. They hoodwinked us. We're back to talking about trains. while that we were real worried we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive is such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people in to and from the dome. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Dawntrail. Here we come. Shed a sentiment. We've got a mountain of work ahead of us in smooth operations. Time to get back to it. Efforts all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle Manders and Alexandria. I'm letting to you. It won't be as I once envisioned. Perhaps someday we can take the train together to Isamani together. Crossroads. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Galuljal's mother. I feel the same in his shoes, have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I just noticed that. That's so cute. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kafkiwa? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good as a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, are you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. We had our heartfelt moments of the patch. Time to go back to progression. No. Simple yet elegant solution. Thus, the railroad is back in use. Meanwhile, Shale is nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us immediately. Oh, I'm interested in something, I gather. Why, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and Skydeep Send Out for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While I'm there, I thought it'd do well to have the company of an expert on Northrop. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished there. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next object of my scrutiny. She knows.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself.
We're not gonna like what we see.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
They did not just say in sequence. That's fourth wall breaking. I am prepared for the worst.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuyulal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. The beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
Oh no.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How to raise a child, be a father? I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
No. She didn't want to.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
Like...
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Give him a hug. better to know. A profound response for one so young. But I wish it didn't have to be Galulja. He's indeed wise beyond his years. Yet whenever I grows the need for dependable companions, 'tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's sweet story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galulja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at the present, I'm ready to head this living memory when you are. And planning to be thorough, so we need to stop for supplies and all. That said, I promise I really won't remain alone. I know we all have much more to attend to. For now, farewell. I wouldn't know it to look at them, but Shell and Yishtrol are birds of a feather, incorrigibly restless about it. Shell gonna be alright there. The whole time she was working on data, never saw her take a break. That's cute. With the railroad ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees we can expect for him back to Tuliolo. The twins have yet to return. I hope everything is alright. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word at the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. If the reaction's been the polar opposite, scant few seem inclined to depart to Alexandria anytime soon. But when we spoke before, you said many for Tuliolo would be here to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard, if so we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak up for people ourselves. Let's start at Layla 9. And I'm as surprised as you are. Everyone was keen to pack their bags before, but now the journey's possible, they can't be bothered? People are so nervous about remaining in Alexandria. I cannot help but wonder what prompted this sudden change of heart. I asked G after filming out all that is happening in the demo flight. If I hear anything of interest, I'll be sure to pass it on. Perhaps we will venture out for a bit ourselves. Now that railroad's broken again, it'll be much easier to visit Tuliolo. It'll be nice to see Kona again as well. There still may be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
I don't like this. Do they have the obsidian regulators? I thought it odd.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end. It feels wrong.
Oh boy.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware.
Okay, so they focused on the black regulators, but not everyone has a black regulator. Although... what I'm curious about is if the black regulators were doing something to them, which is why they may have focused on them, foreshadowing, why would she be the one to hold the position that the old system may have been flawed? That doesn't make sense. Unless it's not affecting them and I was overthinking it. Or...
it could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
fucking hell. Fucking hell.
What?
I don't like this.
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Unless...
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you?
Unless he reconstructed her from the people's memories. Which he took.
What's the meaning of this?
The people's thoughts of Sphene during the ceremony, he could have taken those memories of her and forced her into a new person?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Oh, shit.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria.
Oh shit, I knew things were... Fuck.
Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
But there was one person with a white regulator.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
He is a white regulator, though.
All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Yourself. Put up a wall, put up a pretense.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
I don't like this. I don't have words. That is messed up. That is messed up. I knew something was up. And I called out that one guy without the regulator. That... We only got the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. couldn't have been Spain. She would have been destroyed when the Mesa terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be the loved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe that she's alive. What is troubling, however, is the denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It's as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Bolivian remain unaffected, that was likely the work of regulars, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason, and that, guys, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. No, don't make me wait 4 months. Don't do this to me. I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Oh, where am I? My people, are they safe?
What the fuck is happening?
Why am I?
What the f... Also, I have never seen it rain here. This is depressing. I'm just trying to process all this. I did not expect that escalation. That is seriously messed up. Like, seriously messed up. Man, what the hell? Oh, yeah, I'm still recording. Fuck.